This round of golf today represents the South when you're playing golf in the winter. Dormant fairways, dormant greens, quick and slick, they're all the big rage. We're at the Creek golf course at Hard Labor outside of Atlanta for this round of fun. 5 minutes of pure enjoyment for you here today. If you notice, the flags in the background had a nice little breeze with us on our first hole, but as my misses normally go on number one, to the right into the trees. Second shot followed by around the trees from the right. Our first example of Bermuda fairways, very thin, and so what do? Trying not to chunk it, you thin it. Now as you see here, I had a very interesting shot where I had to go up and around and over and through the dale. Left myself only about 12 feet from above the hole, but these greens literally are on 12 on the stimp meter. And it's slowly, and yet that's a miss, and take the 6. This was a pattern for me today on the front nine, as double bogey ended up being my friend for a while. Wasn't pretty, but I had a great time playing with the bobs. Second hole, worried about hitting it off to the right because the fairway. Ended up with a great drive, only had about 50 yards. Hit it 49.5, and when you hit it 49.5, uphill on these bare, thin fairways, it rolls back. So this round was going off with a bang. There's a statement out here, it's thin to win. Well, thin to win wasn't working very well. As find out here, got to hit the greens, got to make the putts, cannot hit the ball thin over and over again as we're moving through the day. Couldn't even help my playing partners, as putts weren't that good either. I was playing with my good friends the Bobs, and you'll hear them commentating here and there in the round. This is where my bread and butter happened to be on the front nine, the 2 par 3s. This was about 115 yards. Ended up getting closest to the pin in the group. Woohoo! It was about the only thing I could do right for the day. But of course, when it comes time to make the real money, what do? You lip it out, because that's what you do. As the morning progressed, to the right was my miss. And again, not getting the club head through, that leaves you with something in the right. And at Hard Labor, you're in the woods. And you can be in the woods an awful lot. This hole was no exception. Wasn't a bad distance, kind of par 5, but hitting it thin through the fairway. Time to pick up and move on to the next par 3, where again, closest to the pin was my mantra. This is the waterfall at the Hard Labor Creek State Park, and it's a pretty place. As I'm putting, our group in front of us that's with us today was watching to see if I could convert and keep the closest to the pin, which I did, and the bow. Thank you very much, gentlemen. This par 4's driving tee box is across the creek, so there was no shot of it. Here's the second shot, just short of the green and into the bunker, which I must say I played the bunkers well today the couple of times that I got in. Gave myself a chance at the par. Again, wasn't my day this first 9. Came out with a bogey after that. Again, now let's talk about misses to the right, and there it goes, off to the right. Now we had a little camera trouble, so you see me on the left of the green, and now you're going to have a long break as I talk about everything that happens from this point forward. Sometimes golf will make you reassess your life. This is one of those holes. Left, right, I think I was playing Army golf. Down the hill, it was so disgusted with my particular performance that I'm not even sure I took a putter for this particular shot. And also, if you notice in the audio, you can hear the wind in the background. It was a blustery day. Here we are on the 8th hole, and it felt like things were starting to turn my way. With a nice little cut down the middle of the fairway, give myself this good look at the green from about 135 out. Of course, didn't realize I'm hitting into a large wind that's cresting over by those trees. Came up a little short, got to work on my short game. Again, everything's thin, not a lot of rough on this golf course, as hasn't been the ability to grow the summertime greens. And missed the putt for par, walking away with the bug. Last hole, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a 20-mile-an-hour breeze right into us. Hit the ball basically as good as I could, about 230 yards. Decided to roll it, and then decided to basically snap hook it. At this point I was done for the day, and here's the results. The Creek golf course at Hard Labor is a tough track. Par 72, slope 130 from the whites, and it's only 6,600 yards. Come out and play it. Come out and see us. Had a great time. Enjoyed playing with the Bobs. See you soon.